Yes, I attended the Berlinale Talent Campus back in 2008, and it was definitely a great, huge experience for me because it was the first film festival that I had ever attended, and it was I knew that it was one of the largest film festivals in the world. So for me, I'm kind of having a out-of-body experience because it's like I came here in the talent campus and now I'm presenting a short film here. I mean, I've screened at other festivals in Germany, but this is definitely the premier festival in Germany to be presenting work. So yesterday our screening was sold out.
Yeah, completely sold out.
And people said they stood in lines for 2 hours just to get a ticket to see some films.
Yeah, that's really amazing. People are so passionate about cinema.
Yeah. And it's also encouraging, I think, for emerging filmmakers because when you're an emerging filmmaker, you don't know whether your film is good or bad. You don't know whether to submit it to a major film festival like the Berlinale and so it's I've heard a lot of filmmakers find it encouraging that different formats, you can shoot with different style, and so long as you do what you're passionate about, it'll get picked up or get noticed. Some festivals are just very specific, like whether it's documentary only or experimental films only or short film festivals. So what I like about this festival is that it's got different types, films for young children or the forum section. There's just a variety. I just love even just our program for itself, how Program 5 has everything from really funny films to really serious topics, all curated together in a program. There's this one film that was programmed in our section that had a similar, even though it was from a different country, I forgot what country it was from. I saw themes in my film from Ghana, and that were in this film from, I think it was a German film. It was immediately after. The one with the spider, the man who uses all his family members in it.
Forrest?
Yeah, Forrest.
Yeah.
So I saw bits and pieces of myself in that film. So I guess even though each individual film is different, a room, I did the quotes thing, a room, so even though each individual film is a room, you could say that each individual film is a room and they're curated together to become another room.
Huh, that's interesting.
I guess, yeah. I've actually been on a jury before for a film festival, and it was so difficult because every judge has their own taste in what they think is a good film, and often there's a lot of negotiation. And it's the same thing with programming, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I think this is so interesting, because all the films are very different from each other. And I'm curious how there's no theme. It's not like all documentaries. So I'm curious to see how the judges would deliberate. This was a story that's very popular in Ghana. But it's told through oral storytelling, and there's not that many films that have been a fictional film interpretation of the story. So my father told me this story when I was a kid, and the film is like a tribute to my father. And it's definitely, quite rare to have a Ghana-Mexico co-production, so I think that was kind of fun. People who have been talking about the film have been like, oh, this is a different way of telling a fable. Yeah. And when I see it next to other films also telling stories, it could just be one shot or one take, but it also speaks speaks to me.
Yeah.
And also, so the way the production worked between the different countries was through Skype calling and communicating through internet, email. Yeah, in order to make it happen. Sometimes they would call me in Ghana. I would call them in Mexico City. This different time zones. So it took a lot of coordination.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to tap into fiction film, and this is like my first fiction. And I'm working on a feature fiction film. So this has been like a test for me on collaboration, working with actors, working with a co-production, because it's something that I want to do with my first feature. And my first feature-length film is about a promiscuous hairdresser and her young albino daughter. I've been workshopping it at different workshops, and I hope to shoot it next year. So this has been very encouraging for me, that if I have a short film that can show in a big festival, it gives me hope that my first feature I can return or attend to a bigger festival with my first feature.
All right, it's a wrap.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I hope that was helpful for you.
Yeah, I hope so.